What up, Scan? Welcome to Bar Vibes with Bryce the Fourth, giving out raw reaction and interacting with the masses. No subject is safe. You hear the people and the noises, but that's the point because without the people, what is the point? No, that was just stupid. Embracing vibrations. I'm gonna start with something very random that I'm gonna start doing. Just shouting out some random person in the universe's birthday. Happy birthday to the fastest person on the universe, Usain Bolt. He is 38 today, I believe. So shout out to him. Shout out to Usain Bolt. It's pretty dope. Hey, nobody's fucking with him. So, you already know, I got to start off with some Eagles talk, which there's not many of. So, I'm just picking through trash, I guess. Elliot Shore Parks keeps telling us about how many picks Jalen Hurts has not thrown, which is none. We don't care. It's practice, bro. You're that bored. Get over it. So then when the actual season starts, they're gonna be like, well, you said that Jalen Hurts wasn't throwing any picks. This is not the narrative that you want or that we need. We don't care. What we do care about is that the O-line, the depth is becoming a very much so an issue, especially when Tyler Steen went out, and then Hennessy went out. But getting Mekhi Becton back was awesome. You could tell in the practice when they cheered. They literally cheered when an O-lineman walked on the field like, oh, shit, he's back. Let's get it. I love that. And then CJ was not on the injury report. I'm not sure that he's fully in practice, but not on the injury report. I saw some weird-ass posts about the Eagles speculating nothing. Just weird, like pure boredom energy. They talked about trade. They were like, "Oh yeah, I heard that the Eagles were talking about trading Darius Slay 17 days before the start of the season." Are you stupid? Are you stupid or are you dumb? Pick one. You're dumb and stupid. You're talking about the Eagles speculating trading their number one corner and their leader on defense, especially in the DB room, which he's doing a great job at. Yeah, you're stupid and you're dumb. And then I saw Jalen Mills post the Eagles jersey, and like, oh, Jalen Mills coming back? Why would you want that? What has he done in the NFL lately? I'll wait. No, I will not. Tanner McKee, clearly QB number 2. Kenny Pickett was just a waste of time. He looked like dog shit in that last game against the Patriots. I mean, you brought him in as a flyer because you want to Pitt and played in Pittsburgh and yada, yada, yada. Pointless. He may not even beat it. Will Grier might even beat him out for that job. Who knows? But he's not the backup, I'll tell you that. I was saying that Tanner McKee to me looks like Carson did in his rookie year. Like a little raw. He can make some big-time throws, but he's going to make a lot of mistakes, which is okay. You want your backup to be serviceable, not great. Greatness is for the number one. Cooper DeJean is playing on Saturday. I will be at that game. So, and if you're listening to this, hit me. I will be there in full effect, ready to get it. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. So this whole Hassan Reddick situation that we got going on took an interesting turn, especially because Matthew Judon, and if you don't know who that is, he is an outside linebacker / edge rusher, formerly from the Patriots, now playing for the Falcons. And he was playing on a one-year deal, or is playing on a one-year deal. And people were, as soon as he got signed, they're like, oh, Matthew Judon's going to be asking for this money, and he's going to be wondering where his next contract is coming from. Pump your brakes. No, he's not. This man said, I'm not going to be asking for a contract. I want to prove myself because I came in here. They don't know what I can do in this uniform. I'm going to make sure they know if they do pay me, they're going to get a polished product. You know who didn't do that? Hassan Reddick. This makes him look even worse. Shout out to Big Carm.
What's up?
This makes Hassan Reddick look way worse. I know he's looking at his phone like, I thought we were brothers. I thought we were brothers. Nope. Judon knows I'm good, and if I play up to my ability, I'm going to get that paper. Hassan Reddick, and mind you, Judon and Hassan Reddick are like 3 years apart. Judon being the older player. But that doesn't matter. This situation is on the Jets. You don't trade for a player and not have something already in line. That just makes no sense. And even if they had something in line and then he didn't like it, do something about it. And the Falcons are making noise. I mean, they got Jeffrey Simmons, which is fire at safety. So, other than that, nothing much going on in the NFL world that I really care to talk about. Just saying. The fucking Phillies. They're playing hot potato with my feelings. You get big wins, you get big losses. You get grand slams, you get walked off, you get blown saves. And that is entirely because the Phillies refuse to get rid of Alvarado. This man is a sidewalk. He's a moonwalk. He is Walker, Texas Ranger. Big Walker. He will walk your grandmother across the street. Why is he still in Philadelphia? Great question. If you put that question on Jeopardy, the answer was Jose Alvarado. I need answers. Why is he still our closer? I don't get it. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, for baseball, I met a couple today, and they were watching the O's versus Mets. And I don't root for either of those teams, obviously, but I was rooting for the O's because, what up, my boy? Hey, go Birds. All right, come on, man. Bring it in. 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 I'll stand here all day. I don't care. Bring it in. Bring it in. Big Nelly in the building. Go Birds. Go Birds. You already know. I was sitting next to this couple watching the O's versus the Mets, and they were O's fans, and the lady they were very nice, but the lady was, when the Mets hit a walk-off home run in the 10th to win the game. Obviously that was a weird thing to say that, but they hit a walk-off. I've never actually sat next to a person watching a game that I didn't give a shit about, like, look utterly disgusted. Like, hand in face. The game was over. They weren't even showing it anymore, and she's still like. I was like, it's going to be okay. But in that situation for me, I hate when people say, like, it's going to be. No, it's not. It will not be okay. So, shout out to Joe and Hal. That was fire. And his name is Hal, H-A-L. Like the movie. Shallow Hal. Daryl Hoosh Doucette said, "You will not colonize my sport." So if you don't know, flag football is coming to the Olympics in 2028, and obviously, as an American sport, the NFL is expected to send players there. And if you didn't know, there's already USA world teams for flag football, and they've won championships. They have their quarterback and yada yada yada. So when it came out, obviously you're gonna go, hey, NFL players, assemble. He had a problem with this. How do they automatically get a chance to play when we've built this sport? And he was like, he said, I think that I'm better at flag football than Patrick Mahomes. Okay, sure. If you give the best players in the NFL 1 week to train, they would be better than your team in flag football. I heard the most fire idea. They said 2027 Pro Bowl should be the NFL flag football team versus the actual world champion flag football team. Whoever wins goes to play in the Olympics. Great. But Daryl said, no, you will not take this sport away from me. And all respect to him, sure. But if you don't think that Lamar Jackson at quarterback would be better than you are delusional, sir. Get checked out. I didn't know that Michael Johnson, and if you don't know who Michael Johnson is, look him up, and that's really ridiculous if you don't. One of the greatest Olympian track stars of all time. Mr. Golden Shoes. Starting his own track league. If track league is what players do in between world championships and the Olympics. It used to be the Diamond League, but the Diamond League was so not followed that NBC was like, we're done with you guys. So what Michael Johnson went out and did was said, hey, top prize is $100,000 versus $10,000 was like the people were happy to get $10,000. Nope. He said top players get $100,000 plus you get paid like you show up for games. You get a stipend, I guess you can call it that. He's already got Sidney McLaughlin-Levine on deck. And he's asking Noah Lyles to come through. I've already talked about him, but so that's fire. Michael Johnson's one of my top 3 Olympian for me. Liverpool start off with a bang. You never walk alone. Absolutely. I guess against up the Reds. They started off with a bang. I mean, never playing Ipswich. I mean, the wild part about that match was that they played them really good in the first half. I was wondering why they weren't getting any pressure, but they were leaning back, and then Gravy, Big Gravenberch, and McAllister in the midfield, they were doing their thing. Arnie begins himself with a win, and then Mo sets the record for most opening matches with a goal at 9. That's fire. But the big thing here is that Chelsea's manager is a dickhead. First of all, Chelsea had one job to do, and that was beat Man City, and they didn't do that. But Chelsea's manager, when confronted about why he's not starting Raheem Sterling, was like, well, I'm not really worried about him. I got 21 players to train, and if you're not in that 21, I don't give a fuck about you. That's terrible. Because what happens when you get players that go down, and now you have to talk to the other 12 players that heard what you said, and they're like, do I really want to play for this guy? They fucked that up. I'll end it with this. I see a lot of Caitlin Clark weirdo hate. Caitlin Clark is cooking these ladies out here. I just want you to know that. I'm sorry. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're not supporting the culture." I don't care. We're talking about basketball. Sure, Angel Reese, she was the fastest player to double doubles, or 20 double doubles. Excuse me. Caitlin Clark set the record for assists, and for a rookie. And it's apparent that she's going to be in this league for a while. Can she not cook? Is that not okay for you? You don't like this? It's weird. Let her cook. And Skylar Diggins Smith, excuse me. She sped up to bump her on purpose because because Caitlin was hyping up her crowd because they won. Don't be weird. Let this lady get let her build her fan base. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Let her cook. Let her get her walkout. Damn. Also, I'm writing something pretty good lyrically wise and music wise, so stay tuned. I appreciate you if you're still listening to this. I really do. Regular season football is on the way, and my last statements is take care of yourselves, people. And if you're not worried about taking care of yourselves, do it for the people that love you. Big ups to the first state. Stay focused and be great. Take a sip. Hey, can I pet that dog?